shot to create headline news once again. This earned him the title of King of the Paparazzi. However, Lobster Brother reminded him that there was still one most challenging task ahead.
I said the greatest actor, Langdon Cobb.
Masked Brother was the world's top actor, having won 5 Best Actor awards and 2 Best Actress awards, yet no one in the world had ever seen his real face. The magazine boss told Bender that there was a 50-foot high wall surrounding Masked Brother's residence. Bender easily scaled the wall with a 60-foot ladder, but accidentally alerted a vicious dog in the yard. The dog was covered in fungi, making it look extremely disgusting. Fortunately, Bender managed to shake it off.
Peace out, Portobello.
Meanwhile, inside the house, Masked Brother had already dismissed his butler and was about to remove his mask to enjoy a glass of red wine. Risking his life, Bender hid in the shadows and successfully took a photo of Masked Brother's face.
Gotcha! No!
Masked Brother begged Bender to destroy the photo, claiming that severe consequences would follow if it were leaked. He even knelt down and offered money to hush Bender up, asking him to keep the secret. Upon hearing the words "hush money," Bender immediately raised his right hand and swore to heaven that he would never leak the photo. But in the blink of an eye, he developed the photo and showed it to his good friend Fry, hoping to win Fry's admiration.
He looked at the photo and that happened. But it could just be a coincidence. Yo, Amy, check it out!
Into an underground life. To make amends, Fry also transformed himself into a mutant. Later, they uncovered the truth about mutants being imprisoned underground. Determined to fight for mutants' right to live on the surface, Leela led her kind in a counterattack. First, they diverted large amounts of underground sewage to the surface, disrupting human habitats, but Mom resolved the issue quickly. Next, they launched a second attack. They forcibly pried open sewer pipes and connected sewage inlets to the clean water system. The sewage spread rapidly across the city, yet unbeknownst to them, Mom promptly treated the contaminated water. By the time they reached the mayor's office building, the surface had been restored to cleanliness. They proposed coexisting with humans on equal terms, but Mom ignored their plea and directly launched missiles at the mutants. However, the missiles accidentally struck an untreated sewage storage facility, causing sewage to gush out and a crisis to loom. Just then, Fry arrived with a weapon capable of saving everyone and defused the crisis effortlessly. Afterwards, he revealed to Mom the truth about her husband's death. Mom had always believed her husband was killed by mutants, which was why she harbored such deep hatred towards them. But the reality was that her husband had sacrificed himself to save mutants, and Leela was the descendant of one of the mutants he had rescued. Upon learning the truth, Mom restored the mutants' freedom.
Are we not men now? I'm 40% potato, but close enough.
Leela, deeply grateful for Fry's efforts, kissed him voluntarily. Only then did everyone realize Fry had never truly become a mutant. He had been protected all along by a mutant, and that mutant was none other than Mom's husband.
Good afternoon. I am Mr. Astor. I did not perish that fateful day, but rather plummeted into the toxic lake, where I mutated until this ruddy lad here stepped into my mouth and lodged there.
Mister, is that really you?
Suggested that they could go tell the principal. That night, they gathered to hatch a revenge plan. Martin invented a pair of extremely special gloves.
All it requires is a small amount of coordination.
And Milhouse volunteered to give them a try. The nerds' revenge plan was officially set in motion.
Morning, Dinguses, what are you doing? Touching each other's butts?
Oh, you are so dead, you're alive.
Martin deliberately provoked the bullies and lured them into the library. Just then, Milhouse stepped out in front of them. He first activated one function of the gloves, making the bullies wet their pants on the spot. Then he switched to another function, shrinking their chests into tight little lumps.
Please have mercy. I always thought you were the coolest dork.
Facing the last bully standing, Milhouse selected a mode designed specifically for nerd revenge. In the end, the bullies were thoroughly subdued and never dared to bully anyone again. Lisa thanked Milhouse for creating a safe space for the nerds. Suddenly, a badminton shuttlecock hit by Martin smacked right into Milhouse. Unable to bear the humiliation in front of Lisa, Milhouse activated the gloves at once, ready to teach Martin a lesson. After tasting the thrill of bullying others, Milhouse completely lost control. He pulled out a list crammed with the names of everyone who had ever bullied him.
You would give me Chinese cuts in the lunch line.
Milhouse launched into a frenzy of revenge, flailing about like he was dancing a wild rumba. Soon, his retaliation had spread to students all across the school. Lisa tried to persuade him to stop, but Milhouse demanded that she become his queen. Lisa politely declined, insisting that they were just friends. This remark enraged Milhouse in an instant, and he aimed the gloves directly at Lisa. Yet he couldn't bring himself to hurt her after all, and finally chose to take off the gloves. Unexpectedly, Nelson, who had just returned from his sick leave, showed up right then.